Exadata is available in different configurations for the customers. So you have low-end configuration, you have medium, mid-level configuration, you have high-end configuration. Each configuration has a different price and performance characteristics. Based on your budget and workload requirements, you may purchase the base configuration, which is a low-cost configuration, or you may purchase a mid-level configuration, or you may purchase a high-end configuration. Because every customer is not the same. So that's why you have different sizes or different configurations available for meeting the requirements of different customers, different budgets, different workloads. So let us understand Exadata configurations. Basically, Exadata is available in two configurations: fixed configuration, flexible configuration, or elastic configuration. So today, most of the purchases are happening around flexible configuration because, as the name indicates, it is more flexible. It gives you more flexibility. So when Exadata was released initially, Exadata was available in fixed configurations. Later, Oracle introduced flexible configurations, are also called elastic configurations. So let us understand them. First, the fixed configurations. What do you mean by fixed configuration? As the name indicates, you get to fixed configuration servers. You cannot alter them, you cannot change them. So when Exadata was released, Oracle went ahead with a principle that something called balanced configuration. For certain amount of storage or for certain amount of data to be processed, what is the storage required, how much amount of storage required, how much amount of CPU power is required, how much memory is required, how much network bandwidth is required. So that was the driving principle when Exadata was designed. So initial Exadata racks came in fixed configurations with a fixed number of database servers, fixed number of storage servers inside the rack. They were balanced configuration. All right. So to process certain amount of data, how much storage is required, how much CPU, how much memory, how much network bandwidth. So Oracle deployed this kind of configurations. That's why they are called fixed configurations. You cannot tweak them. You cannot add more server or more disk or more server or more CPU to the server. Under fixed configuration, because fixed configuration is again available under different sizes, because every customer is not equal. You have small customers, mid-level customers, high-end enterprise grade customers. So these fixed configurations are available under 4 options or 4 configurations: 8th rack configuration, quarter rack configuration, half rack configuration, full rack configuration. 8th rack configuration is the smallest configuration, entry level configuration, low cost option for small customers. Full rack is the high end configuration and high cost configuration for enterprise grade customers. In between, you have quarter rack, half rack. So it is like a dress is available in small size, large, medium size, large size, XL size. Because everybody is not of same size, right? So that is the fixed configuration. Under fixed rack configuration, you have 8th rack, quarter rack, half rack, full rack. Now what is the difference? 8th rack, quarter rack comes with 2 database servers or 3 storage servers. That is the minimum number in the rack. Minimum 2 database servers and the minimum 3 storage servers. Both these racks come with 2 database servers, 3 storage servers. Half rack comes with 4 database servers, 7 storage servers. A full rack comes with 8 database servers, 14 storage servers. So they are fixed. You purchase half rack, you get only 4 database servers and 7 storage servers. You cannot demand, no, I want 5 database servers in half rack. No, because that is a fixed configuration. So anybody purchasing half rack will get 4 database servers, 7 storage servers. So that is the standard. Across the world, whoever purchases half rack, they are guaranteed to get 4 database servers, 7 storage servers. Whoever purchases full rack, they get 8 database servers, 14 storage servers. That is the fixed configuration. So more servers means more CPU, more memory, more resources available for your workload. Obviously, full rack is more powerful because it comes with more servers compared to half rack. Half rack is more powerful compared to quarter rack. Quarter rack is more powerful compared to eighth rack. Now, what about when full rack is full? Okay, you purchased a full rack and you are running to the fullest capacity. Okay, full rack is also not sufficient now. Your workload requires more than what can be provided by full rack. So when full rack is full, you can purchase multiple racks and form something called a multi-rack configuration. Suppose you may purchase, say, 4 full racks and interconnect them. So you have multi-rack now. It is 4 times faster than the full rack. Similarly, you can purchase 10 full racks and interconnect them. So this is 10 times faster than the full rack and capable of handling 10 times more workload than the single full rack. So that way, the Exadata is a highly scalable system. You can interconnect multiple racks like this and form multi-rack configuration. For application, it acts as a single server. It is clustered. All these servers inside all the racks are clustered together using Oracle Real Application clusters. And storage is pulled together using Oracle ASM. So that way, you can scale out the system. So starting with 8th rack, you can form up to multi-rack configuration. You can upgrade. Suppose you purchased 8th rack, you can upgrade it to quarter rack. Quarter rack can be upgraded to half rack. Half rack can be upgraded to full rack. Full rack can be converted to multi-rack. So that is what you need to understand. Another point here is, you might ask me what is the difference between 8th rack and the quarter rack, because they both come with 2 database servers and 3 storage servers. Actually, the difference is not in terms of servers. In terms of servers, they come with both come with 2 database servers and 3 storage servers. But the actual difference is in terms of the actual resources. 8th rack will have half the hardware components of quarter rack. Let me elaborate on this. Suppose if quarter rack comes with 100 CPUs, 8th rack will come with half of that, 50 CPU cores. Similarly, say if quarter rack comes with say 100 terabytes of memory, 8th rack will have half of that, 50 terabyte of memory. Similarly, for example, let us say quarter rack comes with 1 petabyte of storage. 8th rack will have half of that, 500, half petabyte. So the difference is in terms of the actual capacity. But in terms of servers, both will come with the two servers, two database servers, three storage servers. So internally, on the 8th rack servers, Oracle will disable half of the CPU cores, remove half of the memory DIMMs, remove half of the storage devices, and ship it to you, making it as the 8th rack capacity. So 8th rack is half of the quarter rack capacity. That is the difference. Actually, initially, Oracle never had 8th rack. 8th rack was introduced in X3 version. We initially had only quarter rack, half rack, and a full rack. Now, to meet the requirements of very small customers who are interested in Exadata, because they cannot purchase even quarter rack. So Oracle thought that we will introduce one more base level configuration, entry level configuration, named it as 8th rack. So instead of developing a new rack, what Oracle has done is they have taken quarter rack only for 8th rack. Instead of developing a new rack, the same quarter rack was taken. Half of the components was removed from the servers and called it as 8th rack. Now you can upgrade 8th rack to quarter rack. Once you want to upgrade, Oracle will come and put back those components. Those CPU cores, which were disabled through BIOS, will be enabled now. Then the memory DIMMs, which were removed earlier, they will put back them. Then the storage devices that were removed earlier will be added now, making it as a quarter rack. Once a quarter rack is full, you can upgrade to half rack. Again, Oracle will come and add 2 more database servers, 4 more storage servers, making it as a half rack configuration. Again, once a half rack is full, if you want to upgrade to full rack, Oracle will come and add 4 more database servers to the same rack, 7 more storage servers to the same rack, making it as a full rack configuration. Now, once full rack is full, you cannot add more servers to the same rack because the maximum number of servers inside the rack is 22. Okay, so with full rack, you already had 22 servers. So later, you need to use a multi-rack configuration. Each rack is 42 rack units in height and has 2 redundant power distribution units, which supply power to all the components inside the rack. Inside the rack, you have database servers, you have storage servers, you have RDMA network fabric switches, and you have the power distribution units and the networking cables, which connects all these servers together. So all these components are nicely packaged inside the rack. This is like a box. And each rack also comes with 2 36-port 100 GB per second Rocky switches, 1 48-port management Ethernet switch for administration. So in each rack, these are the standard equipments or components. Up to 14 racks can be connected by simply adding Rocky cables and internal switches. Larger configurations can be built with external Rocky switches. So each rack has internal Rocky switches. You can interconnect up to 14 racks using these internal switches itself. If you want to grow beyond 14 racks in the multi-rack configuration, you need to use external Rocky switches. So that is how you can scale out the Exadata racks. So this is about the fixed configuration. Next, flexible configurations are also called elastic configurations, which were introduced in X5 version of Exadata. Up to X4, we had only fixed configuration. X5 onwards, flexible configuration or elastic configuration was introduced. So let us understand this concept. Flexible or elastic configuration allows adding database or storage servers to a quarter rack to achieve the exact ratio of compute to storage that the application needs. So instead of fixing the number of servers inside the rack by Oracle, you can choose how many servers you want to add at any point in time. So you have the flexibility now. So what you can do, you can purchase the quarter rack configuration. Quarter rack comes with 2 database servers, 3 storage servers. So that is the minimum configuration. So you start with the minimum configuration, low cost configuration, then incrementally add database servers or storage servers to the rack to achieve the exact compute to storage required for your application processing. And once the full rack, you reach to full rack capacity, you can again form multi-rack configuration. Now, there are some rules around this. Minimum database servers, minimum storage servers inside the rack, maximum database servers, maximum storage servers inside the rack, combined maximum number of servers inside the rack. So you need to meet these requirements. So let us understand these minimum maximum numbers inside the rack. Again, these numbers changed in the latest version, which is X10M version. In X10M rack, minimum number of database servers are 2, maximum are 15. Minimum number of storage servers are 3, maximum is 17. Combined number of servers is 19. From X5 till X9M, where flexible configuration was first introduced in X5, right? So X5 to X9M, these numbers are slightly different. So in X5 to X9M racks, minimum number of database servers are 2, but maximum is 19. Similarly, minimum number of storage servers are 3, maximum is 18. Combined maximum is 22. So that way, when you use flexible configurations, you need to understand how many maximum database servers you can add to the rack, how many maximum storage servers you can add to the rack, and the combined max, how many servers can be there inside the rack. As long as you are aware of these rules, you can go on incrementally adding more database servers, more storage servers to your rack, and scale this rack to handle any workload.